Yes, yes, that's right. We're back in the place right now. It is 90.9 FM KHDC Radio Bilingüe right here in Salinas, Santa Cruz, and Monterey. 104.1 FM out there in Hollister, San Juan Bautista, and South Gilroy. Streaming live everywhere on the planet at WednesdayRec.com. So you have no excuse not to be listening to the show right now. Running it back, you just heard Danny Damien, Don't Play With My Heart, Pica Rivera, Queen of Hearts, Jenny Renee featuring Cynthia Figueroa, All Hooked Up, Listen, Lisette Melendez and Cynthia, I Can't Change Your Mind, Jay Magicus, Can't Live Without You, Ike, You Never Did Me Right, and like I said before, started off with Dark Intensity featuring Audi Medina, Holding On. Right now, got a special guest joining me in studio all the way from the faraway planet known as San Jose. Kimball Hooker, what's up, man?
Oh man, it's all good. I'm happy to be here right now.
Let me get this volume down here a little bit on the music, so we can chop it up a little bit.
Right.
So I mean, first and foremost, thanks for taking the drive out from San Jose, man.
Oh man, it was a nice drive. Came through Santa Cruz Mountains.
That's what I'm talking about, man. The hometown right there.
That's it.
The hometown. Was it as hot over in San Jose as it is over here today?
You know what's it's so funny is so when you leave San Jose, it's really hot, and then you hit the mountains and you freeze. And then you get warm back again once you come over the mountain, you know, once the peak happens, once you get like Watsonville.
Yeah, man, it was pretty hot out here today. It was about 90 degrees when I got to Salinas, so I was like,
right.
No, not good, not good. Air conditioning was my best friend today.
I can imagine.
Right. So honestly, I know of the current two singles, the Crossroads and the What Will I Do. But I know you have a longer history than that, so take me back and tell me the history of Kimball Hooker.
You know, I've been doing music for a long time, and so a lot of people just recently might have heard of me doing freestyle, but, you know, I was making records, man, like more than 20 years plus, like 20 years ago. So a lot of my music at that time, you know, there was no, like, online media, social media, there was no iTunes, there was no, you know, Spotify, Amazon, or anything like that. But I was in bands, and so I'm actually not just recording artist, but I'm a musician. So
I was going to say, so what instrument do you play?
I'm a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a drummer. So, and I started playing drums when I was like 12 years old as a youngster in church, and from there it just kind of grew into, you know, my passion grew because I love it so much that I wanted to do other things like entertain and sing and write songs, and so because of that, it, you know, grew into me building my own studio. Like around high school, and after high school I went to Minnesota, and I actually drove there because at that time I didn't know, you couldn't tell me it wasn't Hollywood because I didn't know any different because my favorite artist was Prince. And so at that time that was kind of what I like fell in love with, was his artistry. And so for me, I took on my passion and my love, not just inside of me but to the actual state. And I joined in, you know, different bands and played out there. But I ended up coming back around 20 years old. And then from there, I kind of hit the Bay Area, the local scene, and, you know, started to, you know, play in the clubs and that kind of thing, and write my own music and play my own music. So that's kind of how I got into biz.
Doing spots like Kimball's East and Yoshi's and those kind of places.
Yes, sir. You
nice.
See, you know what time it is. It's the West Coast, baby.
I'm born and bred in Santa Cruz and the Bay Area, and you know, I know all about it, man.
Right.
I definitely know all about it. So, I mean, going back to Prince being a huge influence on you, can you believe, I mean, it still blows my mind, can you believe he died?
I can't, man, it saddens my heart every time I think about that.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I was at an award show when I got the news. I was in LA. I'll never forget it. My mom and dad was with me, with my sister. I was in a hotel room, and I was so excited to go to this award show, and the news flashed, and it said, the purple one has passed away. And I was like, wait, the purple one, I only know one they call that. And then it was more TV shows. Every channel I clicked on, it was the same information, and my heart just sank.
You're like, wait a minute, Grimace didn't die, did he? You know, yeah, I mean, you know, it was crazy because, you know, I worked the graveyard shift, so I get home and like I crash out, and then when I get up, like, you know, around, you know, noon or whatever, I turn on CNN to, like, you know, start catching up on the news, and they're like, breaking news out of Minnesota,
right.
You know, Prince, legendary 80s singers, you know, passed. I'm like, what?
Right. That's not even supposed to happen, right?
No, I was like, are you kidding?
Right.
You know, I mean, it's just wild, man.
Yeah.
Just wild. Huge loss.
Huge.
What do you think about his family like releasing all the unreleased music?
You know, I'm mixed about that because it is definitely he would want the fans to know his work. That's why he did it. You know, he wasn't really into a lot of other things that people might have thought, and I just feel like, you know, I feel the same way about even my music. I want people to hear my work, and I don't like the litigation, the red tape. I don't like, oh, we can't release this right now because of this. We can't do this right now because of that. Either be it a record company or be it because of money or whatever the case, or radio stations. I want people to hear my work, period. And so I feel like with his family, if it's anytime there's money involved, you don't really get the truth. You're going to get, because people want things to be their way. And when you have $300 million at stake, you say things that would affect that pot. And that's unfortunate for the fans.
Mm-hmm. You know, I fully understand, you know, what you're saying, but I kind of take the other side of that in that knowing the artist that he was and the perfectionist and, you know, just, you know, the attention to detail that he put into stuff, there's a reason that stuff wasn't released. He wasn't proud of it. You know, he didn't think it was finished. He didn't think it was ready to be put out. So to me, the family releasing that stuff, that's just a money grab. They just want money.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I mean, because there's songs that I recorded and I didn't release it because for that reason. It's like, to me, it needed more work. It's not finished, or I just wasn't proud of it. So I didn't release it. And you know, if something were to happen to me, if my family were to release any of my music, I don't know. I would want people to hear what I released as it being finished.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, because granted, some of the stuff may like really resonate with people, but there might be some stuff that, being that it wasn't complete, really like tarnishes the legacy that, you know, he had built when he was alive. Not saying it did, but there's that chance that it could.
But people know the perfectionist that he was. I
right.
mean, you can never take away his legacy. It's just impossible. That man played every instrument. He sang and wrote and produced other people himself. You know what I mean? And what is there not to say about an artist? He's not like once in a lifetime. He's once in a forever.
Okay, let me ask you this now. This is the big question, because I mean this runs the risk of really, like, you know, pissing a lot of people off. Same way as you ask somebody from the Bay Area, Raiders or 49ers.
Oh man,
you know, it's got to be one or the other. Okay, so let me ask you this: Prince or Michael Jackson?
Oh Lord, same thing, man. You know, it's so funny, right? So when I first, both of those two are my big influences because of Motown with Michael Jackson. And then as far as with Prince, it was just like his artistry, his you know, playing all the instruments and everything. I honestly feel like, Prince is my favorite, but you can never take away the legacy of Michael Jackson. To get a kid to sing like that at that age, you're 6 years old, are you kidding me? You can't teach that, you can't train that. That's something that came straight from the master, from the creator himself. I will say this though, let me just break this down. I have to break this down. People don't understand this. The reason why I give Prince so much credit is because he did it. He literally did it himself. He didn't have his father walk him into a label. He did everything himself. He produced his own records. He produced his lyrics. He wrote all his songs. He hustled to get himself a record deal, which was damn near impossible. Even today's standards, that was almost impossible. He convinced people to own his masters several years later, not in the beginning. And you got to understand, this man was 17 years old writing music like that at that time. And he changed pop culture. He changed culture for music, period. So to do moves like that, they say making money moves, those were making moves like way beyond his years. You got to give him credit. Now, Michael Jackson, on the other hand, from what I understand, is he was kind of forced into the business in a way, you know, because of the Jackson 5, because of his dad. He went through, you know, being beat into, because like he had the gift, he had the talent, but he was coached. He was coached, and he was brought along. He made hit records with other people. Other people produced his music. Other people wrote those lyrics. He sang it. And so I got to give him credit for that. So there you go. You do what you want to with what I said. That's how I feel.
Right. No, I definitely agree with you. To me, I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. Prince over Michael Jackson. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll say it. I don't care who
Yeah,
gets
hands
mad
down
about it,
on that one.
But you know what? Let's circle it back and talk about you now. The single Crossroads, which I've been playing for a few weeks now.
Right.
Talk to me about this. Who produced this? How did it come to be? Tell me everything I need to know about it before we jump into it.
All right. So, I'm online. When I say online, I'm on Facebook, and for those that are listening that think that it's not a good media outlet to meet people, change your mind, because it is. I was online, and I ran into Tanasi online because I saw he was a music producer from many years ago, like producing Stevie B's, some of his biggest hits. And when I was approached, it was more like, you're a very good singer, but what about this, R&B? And I'm like, that's my home. That's like where I live. But he's more of a freestyle producer.
Mm-hmm.
And I still wanted to work with him, and he wanted to work with me. We wanted to produce music together, and we wanted to see what's the best way we can make that happen, being we from different genres. I don't really believe in genres myself, but anyway, he said he has a compilation coming out. This is because there's 2 volumes. There's volume 1, and then there's volume 2. So we're speaking of Crossroads, which came from volume 1, Freestyle Music volume 1. And he sent me a few different tracks, and I picked Crossroads myself because I thought it was a very good song. I thought it fit my voice. I thought the lyrics were, something that I could, project and sing and articulate my way, because I'm the type of vocalist. I'm a feeler. I'm the type of guy that takes what I have and I turn it into what's inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of how that came about. And when that song was released, he was happy with it, and he said, "Hey, listen, do you mind if I put this on the compilation?" And there it is. It was born. The project was born.
There you go. Now he's primarily based in Germany, right?
He is in Germany, Stuttgart.
Okay. Nice, man. So international connection right here. We're gonna jump into it. This is Kimball Hooker. The song is called Crossroads. Kimball's here for a few more minutes. Busy guy, so I can't hold him here forever. But if you got any questions or you want to reach out, do so. 831-758-5432. That's the number. Going to jump into this, and we'll be back in a second right here. This is 90.9 FM, KHDC Radio Bilingüe. Yes, we're back in the place right here. One time, got Kimball Hooker still in the place, hanging out. What's going on, brother? Talking.
Hey.
I guess you had a brain freeze right there.
Yeah, and I was thinking of a song. I was writing a song, man. They come and they go like that.
Okay, I got you, man. Hey, so Crossroads, again, part of the compilation. Once again, give the information about the compilation.
So the compilation is on Romeo Entertainment, and that's out of Stuttgart, Germany, and it's available on vinyl. Actually, you can catch it online, though. If you go to like Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and a lot of those online retailers, you can actually catch the Freestyle Music Volume 1. But now Freestyle Music Volume 2 is on vinyl. And I don't know if people know that, but it's on vinyl. So.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm looking at it right now.
You know what I'm saying? I had to bring this. I didn't mean to tease, but it's, you know what I mean? It's special to actually say you have something on vinyl. I go back to cassette. I don't want to date myself, but CD everybody has, and they went from there to what, MP3s or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But now with vinyl, wax, it was the original form that the DJs made famous and popular in the clubs, and people love rocking that. Mm-hmm. So I got it right here, and there's a lot of great artists on here that I'm so proud to be on this record with. And I'm a part of that now. So, and this is Freestyle Music Volume 1 and 2 that we got. So we got Crossroads, What Will I Do? And I also want to let people know I do have more music coming, and a video that I have coming as well. It's a What Will I Do video, and it's really, really good. I shot it. I kept everything here in Capitola, Santa Cruz. For all you guys that's listening on the East Coast, we got beaches here in California. Don't be fooled. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People see the buildings and all of that, and it's not what you think. If you've never been here, you need to come to Cali. We got waves, we got water, we have beautiful beaches, we got beautiful ladies, and it's nice here. So don't be fooled.
Yeah, because when you had mentioned that you were shooting in Capitola, I was like, I know you got to be in the Village, right?
You know that, man. Come on.
That's a perfect spot,
Perfect
man.
spot.
You know, so is the video completely done edited, or are you still working on it?
I'm gonna show it to you when we.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done. I can't release it right now, but I can talk about it.
Is there a date? Do you have a date for the release?
It's September 21st.
Okay.
September 21st, and the reason why that date is because the lady that actually shot it, she has a release date for the purpose of why she shot the video in the first place. And she's out of Sacramento. Her name is Kat Kingsley. I just want to give a big shout out to her and much love for helping me to, you know, make my dreams come to life with the vision of that video. So yeah, for sure, you guys be on the lookout for that. What Will I Do? The video.
So how did you connect with her? So she's a video producer out of Sacramento?
She's a video producer out of Sacramento, and actually she found me by way of looking for someone to, you know, help, you know, bring together a very good song with a good visual. And so I watched two of the other movies or music videos that she produced. I watched two, and they were very good, but she wanted something different. And so she found me, she inboxed me, and actually, to be honest with you, the song she had in mind to shoot the video for was not What Will I Do? It was another song that I have off of my Steppin' Out CD, which everybody can catch that online. It's called Steppin' Out, Kimball Hooker. If you Google that, if you look it up on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, you'll see me posted up in there with a nice car, a vet, actually, old school. And
it is, was that like a 63?
Nah, that's a 57.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old school. And but the song was actually on there. And we didn't do that song. We thought that it would be more fitting, more suitable to like shoot What Will I Do, especially because of the momentum that it's carrying right now and the weight that it's carrying. So we shot that. The beautiful young lady next to me was actually in the video. So I just want to give.
So we got a video girl in the house.
We got a. You know what?
I mean, I don't know. We're in the whole Me Too era now. So if saying a video girl, is that like a
Esmeralda Santoyo?
Is that a bad thing? Esmeralda, you want to get on the mic and talk about any of that? No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll let Kimball answer the questions. Then.
I don't know why you shy. You're the star of the show. I mean, she was in there doing her thing. She's not only beautiful, obviously you can see, but you know, she's a great actress as well. A very good actress. I mean, right now it was like she heard the song and was like, wow, you know what? I love the song. What do we need to do? And between the videographer and her cousin and me, we put it together. Capitola was like magic. We lit that place on fire. We really did.
So are you originally from Capitola?
I'm from Watsonville.
Oh, okay. Okay, she's from Watsonville, actually. Wow, so she's local talent right there.
Yeah, she's one of the homies right now.
so are you actively pursuing acting as well, or?
No, I've done TV shows for Telemundo and stuff like that right here in Salinas. So.
Look at that, see?
Man, we keep it at home, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have no 8x10s or anything with you? Because I need an autograph. You know, I'd like to get a picture with her as well in a couple minutes.
Absolutely. You want to get it? Yeah, stock is going up, right?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
smart man.
After this show, it'll be through the roof. You know,
yeah,
I won't even be able to get within 10 feet. Yeah. It'll be crazy like that. So, the CD you gave me here now, the Steppin' Out. When was this actually released?
That one was my last CD, and that was in 2018, and I released that one as an R&B project. It's got like 10 tracks on there, and it actually had some momentum. It still does. It still actually has a lot of momentum. I opened up for a lot of great artists, all the way from Confunction. I did that like 2 weeks ago at the Tequila Fest. It was about 8,000 people there. Beautiful. That was actually online. You can go on YouTube and research that one. And I opened for Howard Hewitt. He's a soul singer from back in the day.
Howard Hewitt.
Yeah, Switch.
Shalimar.
Switch. Yeah, exactly. Switch. I opened for them in LA. So I've done a lot of big things with my R&B music. But you know what I love the most is taking my background and my experience and meshing it with freestyle. I think it's different, you know, because my approach and my thought process is not like some of the freestyle artists that you previously heard from years back. It's totally different because my background is more gospel and it's more R&B. And so when people hear What Will I Do, it's like, wow, it's totally different. And I want to keep it, so that when you hear me, when you hear my music, when you hear my voice, you immediately know there's something special about that record because it's Kimball Hooker.
Now, having that background, as you said, the gospel and everything, I mean, what sort of advantages do you think that gives you as compared to other freestyle singers who are just, primarily just freestyle singers?
Well, pretty much, whenever you're in the church, you sing it from a different place. You come from a different place, you know what I mean? And, I'm very spiritual. Religious is different than spiritual. I don't want to go there, but it's totally different. I feel like I'm very connected, with the higher, with my Lord. And so, he gave me a skill and a talent that he didn't necessarily give other people. Not that I'm the only one, but there's certain people that do things their way, and they are able to use that to touch other people, other lives. Part of it's songwriting, part of it's singing. And I feel like, when you come from a religious sort of background, it's more of an emotion, it's more of a feeling, and you have like, you just have a different way that you would go about singing a different genre. Even like when I do like my stepping out, which is R&B, the whole approach is just totally different. Because I wouldn't consider myself a gospel singer though. That's just the background I have.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, you know what? I can see that you definitely are focused on every aspect of what you're putting yourself into. So big things clearly on the way, man. Want to thank you, of course, for coming through tonight, because I know you got a couple other things scheduled after this interview.
Right.
Before we wrap it up, though, we have to send a shout out to Jezarita and the twins down south in California,
right.
Southern California. Big fans checking out the show tonight. So I know that makes their day when she hears her name on the radio.
I know it does. I want to say, can I say her name?
Yeah.
Jezarita, thank you so much for all your love and support. I'm just, and there's other people that support me. With the Facebook movement, I can say that. You know what I mean? I mean, you got like Rachel. These are people that just, they add me, they talk about my record, they share my record, they comment on my record, they've downloaded my record, they've streamed my record. And these are people you can't buy. You can't buy the people like that. That means I'm making music that they love, mm-hmm. That's my mission, that's my purpose. I want to keep that going. Zena, these people know who they are. We talk all the time online. They invite me into the DJ chat rooms. And there's like hundreds of listeners, hundreds of followers. Anybody that wants to vote for me also, I just want to throw that out there. FMR pound, people, and vote for What Will I Do? And I'm actually up there with George Lamont, so
nice.
Whatever that means, I just love music.
No, that's definitely a good thing, man. So, social media-wise, how do people find you online?
I'm actually on, I have a Twitter, it's just my name. Everything is my name, so it's Kimball Hooker. And so for people that don't know, there's a Kimball piano spelled like that, Kimball. It's my first name. Hooker's my last name, Hooker. And you can put that in Twitter, you can put that in IG, Instagram, you can put that in Facebook. YouTube, you can put that in YouTube. I got over 100 videos, all the way from records that I produced and singing on, and also live performances as well. And just for all those people that, this was a question that is always posed to me, but I'm going to answer it. That is my government name.
Okay.
So I had to put that out there because I get that all the time. Everywhere I go, they want to know who named you and where did you get it from and so forth. But my daddy named me, so there it is.
Well, it's definitely a gift because it's a unique name. It definitely stands out.
Yeah.
You don't forget that name.
Right.
So good on you, man. Good on you, for sure. Thanks again for coming through tonight. We're going to get into Stepping Out off the CD from 2018. And then after that, the one that's making a lot of noise right now, What Will I Do? We're going to jump into that. And by all means, man, love to have you back, when we got the next project ready, man.
Right. Well, you was hop, skip, and a jump, and I'll be right over, man. Just give me the word.
Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. And this time, come on the 101. Don't come over the mountain, man. It's an easier drive.
Good advice, right?
It's a visually better drive going along the coast, but it's an easier drive just coming on the 101.
Right.
Because it's, just like straight away. But anyway, man, all right. So, once again, Kimball Hooker, look for him on www.kimballhooker.com. has all your social media links and everything on there, so you can get all that good stuff. And let's get into it, man. Stepping Out is the song, and we'll be back.